I'll read out stuff like this. Ebisagoka. I live in the small rural town of Ebisagoka. Before the war, the town was lively due to an influx of people coming for the coal mines and dam construction going on in the northern mountains. Do you know what a comma is? Yeah, for anybody else who's new, you'll find that I do this a lot. They clearly do know what a comma is because there's one right there. Before the war, the town was lively due to an influx of people coming for the coal mines and dam construction. That is a run-on sentence and a half. After the dam construction finished and the coal mine closed down, it just became a sad little town. The Grand Iron Brigade that connects the town to the nearby city is the only reminder of this sorry town's former glory. That was a very clunky... Oh, I have objectives now. Press that and then press Y. Okay. Not just press Y, I have to open the map first. I'd love to live in a place like this. That's nice and peaceful. Although I'd need it to be close enough to a major city, like a couple of miles, so that I could walk down there and still get all my stuffs. As much as I like it quiet, I also like all the mod cons. Ah, postbox. Looks very similar to old British postboxes, that. I suppose that they're pretty similar around the world. Article, serious issues in Ebisagoka. Starting around May, Ebisagoka began seeing a high number of small earthquakes. The Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division, PDPD, predicts that there will be even more in the future. Residents remain on edge, fearful that there may be early warning signs of a larger earthquake yet to come. Rumours that these events are being caused by Inari-sama's curse have been spreading among the more religiously minded of the elderly population. However, the PDPD is urging residents to treat such rumours as superstition and instead prepare for any potential disasters ahead. So a fox is going to factor into the narrative in some way, do you think? Can't get over there. Potatoes? I think those are sweet taters. Potatoes. Boil and mash 'em, stick 'em in a stew. My brother loves that quote for some reason. Don't get it personally. But then again, I also have a touch of the tism and have weird little things that stick with me as well. So, not going to judge. Oh, there's another fox. Another foxy dude. Yeah, I will speed up at times, but I like to look around. So, I don't mind walking more slowly to get a proper look. Oh, my frame rate spiked for a moment there. Can I... How close do I have to get before they show the interaction? It's weird that that one up the top was blocked. I'm guessing it's going to be a New Game Plus thing. 'Cause in the very first game, there was a room in one of the houses with a door that was locked. And on your second time through, you might have had to do something specific. But on your second time through, you could open it up and get a katana. And of course, there's the chainsaw in Silent Hill 2. They always have little things like that anyway, so I'm guessing that's probably going to be something you can open up on New Game Plus. I'm pointing the house back at the beginning where it said it was locked, but the one door it let me interact with. Back to 30 FPS again. That looks like blood. Not going to comment on that, love? No? No, not going to say anything about it? No, don't look that way. Looks like somebody's had a... How the hell did they manage to get it wedged in like that? I don't see any tyre tracks on the floor. But my guess would be it came down this way, swerved and hit there. It doesn't look like it came that way. It doesn't look wide enough. Here's me expecting it to all be perfectly architecturally sound. Well, a lot of games are, so there's no reason it couldn't be. I had a moment like that in one of the in The Last of Us, actually. I mentioned it. Did I do a Let's Play of it? I did, didn't I? There's a bit where I was looking at a dead guy and you could see the shell casings and the blood spatter and like trail on the floor of where he'd been shot and how he'd through there, how he'd like crawled away. I like little diegetic, environmental storytelling like that. Of course, we have the squeeze through. That's just a staple now, isn't it? Is this going to be one of those conversations that will disappear if I move too fast? I want to listen to it just in case. I was talking something about diegetic storytelling. It's something I like. That way, huh? I'm guessing this window was open. Diegesis. Very narrow all of a sudden. She's not saying anything about it, so I'm guessing she's used to it. But, oh look. Plants and stuff. Oh, I was going to walk down the drain. Traitor? I wonder, if I change her outfit, would it change other people's outfits as well? Kind of want to try that out. That music is very similar to the first game, but with a bit more of an Asian bent to it. Do 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 do. That one. Do 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 do. Something like that. Do 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 do. Right, what's new in the exploration? You might come across valuable items and information while exploring. Yeah, I've already done that. Map, yeah, I've done that. Character, Takuko. Igarashi Sakuko, one of my friends. She's always got her head up in the clouds and is a little strange. She always has her head. Got is past tense. Speaking of that art style and the name, reminds me, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the guy who wrote Higurashi no Nakokoro ni, When They Cry, is the guy who wrote this. I think. I might be mixing it up with something else though. She's constantly trying to worm her way out to pay me back for the 500 yen I lent her that one time. It's not much. Her father is the head priest of the Senensugi shrine in town. This is the 60s, right? So at the time that would have been about $2. Like £1.50, even less, because I think in the 60s it was like $3 to the pound, so it'd be about 70 pence. She seems to take great pride in donning the traditional Miko robes and selling charms during the New Year celebrations. But yeah, 500 yen, call it $5 for sake of argument. I suppose in the 60s, $5 isn't an insignificant amount of money. I mean, these days, $5, £5, is nothing to sniff at. Oh, my frame rate's just taken a big hit. But in the 60s, $5 would be more, 500 yen would be more equivalent to like 2,000 yen now, I guess. So it's more like 20 quid. It's still not a significant amount of money, but it's not an insignificant. Yeah, where did the driver go? Not an insignificant sum either. So I suppose I can understand why she'd be a little bit reticent to pay it back. Frame rate seems to be behaving itself now. I guess it was just loading in the next chunk of the game. Is this... No, it does look different. Names: Suzutani Mayumi, last seen wearing white blouse, long navy skirt, beige neckerchief with black polka dots, details of disappearance, the rest has been torn off. Yes, I just said that. Women's. How old is she again? She's a high school girl, so she's between 15 and 18. I think she's 15. 15 or 16. Not very old anyway, just a baby. My kid's older than that. She's 21 in a few weeks. A couple of months. And my youngest is 8 in, well, 13 days before. Yeah, their birthdays are 13 days apart. You know, what do you want? Speaking of Japan, we've just had confirmation of Yakuza Kiwami 3. I'm not huge on remakes and remasters and stuff. I'm getting a bit tired of them, but there are some that I'll make an exception for. Konami, of all people, still under construction. When are they going to be finished? Konami is one of them because they're also making new games like this. That's where I generally draw the distinction. If the company is also making new games in the franchise, like Capcom are doing with Onimusha. Looking forward to that. I got Onimusha 2, the remake. But yeah, Yakuza Kiwami 3. There is also the fact that in the case of the Yakuza games, the first and second benefited from the remakes because of how old they were, but Kiwami 3, Yakuza 3, the gameplay on that, the fighting, because everyone blocks so much, I think that also greatly will benefit from a remake. Especially since they're expanding out the Morning Glory, the orphanage stuff, which was a big part of why I like that game so much. As much as the gameplay, the fighting is frustrating. It's probably my favourite one in the franchise. Well, no, my favourite one in the Yakuza series, story-wise. So, more stuff with the orphanage is why. My dad, so kids are kind of... Anyway, enough about Yakuza. EY Shu. Shu's been my best friend since forever. He's my partner. We've been having play dates for as long as I can remember. When we played Make-Believe Space Wars, we'd call each other partner, and for some reason it just kind of stuck. Kids of the show era tend to look down on the other sex, but never Shu. When I rebelled against my parents because they told me to act like a girl, he was the one who understood my feelings the most and stood by me. Good guy, Shu. He's looking a bit sus, sitting there like that, though. What's he up to? Beyond the obvious. Money? Is that money? Hey, partner. No, it's not money, is it? Well, she may be tall for her age, but he's still significantly taller than her, even when sat down. Well, that's funny. Sometimes when I'm sat down, I'm still the same height as her. Yeah, my wife's pretty small. 4'11". I'm 6'3". Bit of a difference. Like when we're on the stairs, 2 steps down, I'm still slightly taller than her. Crazy, isn't it? He looks more Korean to me. Who are you? Haven't met her yet. Rinko, huh? Is she going to be one of the bullies? I've noticed. It might just be limited exposure. Yeah, that's the girl we saw earlier. What was her name? I can't remember. But Rinko tends to be a name that's given to bullies in Japanese stuff, that in my experience. Would you have, though? Ah, good. She can bite back then. Here we go. Fog? That was fast. is the... We don't usually get a transition to the other world this quick. But I suppose because it's been so long... No, it's gone now. So they... Oh, no, it's not. Oh, lovely. Ugh. Okay then. Run, bitch. She's already running. Run, bitch. Run! Run! I can't turn the camera. I can only shift it a little bit. Still running? Yeah. Ooh. This is cool. Nice effect. I think my favourite transition effect so far has to be from the film, though. As poor as those films were, I quite like the first one with Christoph Gans. I'm glad he's coming back for the sequel. Oh, not that way then. This way? Yeah, this way. I guess. Run! Get away, women's! No, run! No, not this way. Oh. Guess I can't get away then. Fairy zigzags. Okay. Guess it... Which way was it then? Guess it is... Ah, there we are. Fair dues. Didn't see that. Oh. Yeah, that does hurt you then. Do I have to spam buttons to get that off me, or does she just do it on her own? I figured I'd probably have to avoid... where to now? Am I dead again? Okay. There we go. Move! Don't just stand there! Alright, there we go. Silly women's. Oof. Are we gonna have quick times? Or not? This seems to be a cutscene so far. I can tell because the frame rate changed. She's handling this surprisingly well. Well, if you're facing me that way, I'm not going to go that way. Because I saw that there was something down here. Got what from Shu? Note from Shu. Hey partner, these painkillers should work best for you. They'll not only take care of your headaches, but also any pain from injuries. I suspect that the main cause behind your nasty headaches is from you unconsciously grinding your teeth when you're upset. Does that sound about right? If you ever need to talk or anything, just call my name and I'll be there. Red capsule. Painkillers in capsules relieve pain and raise your spirits. Slightly restores health and current max sanity. Oh. Yeah, doesn't it mean wait or hold on or something? Sure it does. Equipment. Yeah, when you're out a certain item, then you collect more, you won't have to re-add it to your shotgun. That's nice. I mean, that's self-explanatory, isn't it?